Namo Guru Me Namo Buddhaya Namo Dharamaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Me Namo Buddhaya Namo Dharamaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Me Namo Buddhaya Namo Dharamaya Namo Sanghaya Maya Samaya Me Shaya Raya Paya Raya She Maya Jaya Maya Ga Namaya Kaya Moya Goya Ni Soya Soya Raya Je Yaya Shaya Shaya Yaya Wa Taya Samaya Jaya Ve Yamaya Laya Shaya Chaya Lo Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paya Raya Gaya Te Para Samaya Gaya Te Bohoya De Soha Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paya Raya Gaya Te Paya Raya Saya Gaya Te Bohoya De Soha Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paya Raya Gaya Te Paya Raya Saya Gaya Te Mohoya De Soha. Gare Dora Jeje Shumanda Mendene Be Chenda Dawada Tumbandu Gebezun Sojun Trajedeja Dandra Dele Yo Saige Bejeshu Meto Tamar Rovalenge de Jambande Sanje Kendo Mede Bumai Rokunam Dava Kinla Shebar Sho Edam Nanguru Rena Mandala Neyata Ya Me Sanganje Chedama Soja Chonam Sancho Pardo Dane Sosumje Naga Jebe Sonamje Dola Pensha Sanje and Dober Sho Sanganje Chedama Soja Chonam Sancho Pardo Dane Sosumje Naga Jebe Sonam Dola Pensha Sanje and Dober Sho Sanganje Chedama Soja Chonamala Sankyo Baradu Che Dagin Gibi Sonam Dola Pensha Sanje Robarayo. Now tonight we are together here, so we need to think about to make a good motivation for that. For the actually this demonstration. So we think about this. We want all other sentient beings very kind to us. They take care for us numberless times, each of other sentient beings. They did. So we didn't get a transfer to repay for the kindness of the or others. We didn't get much. So now we have good life. Really, we have good life. So this time we will think about. I wish for to repay of all the sentient beings. What they wanted, we need to know. They don't need it actually. We think maybe they need money or not. No, that's not important. Everyone, all sentient beings, high level, low level, rich or poor, doesn't matter. Animal, include animals, everything. What they want, they need happiness. They don't want suffering, pain, unhappiness. No one wanted. No one wanted. So everyone wish for to have all the time happiness, joy. That's why busy everyone's. Really it is. Animals busy looking for something food, for enjoy, to think about. And also human beings, of course. Everyone's in samsara beings. Everyone looking for to have the happiness. They need also great, not just only happiness. Samsara happiness we had many times, numberless times. Samsara happiness we got it. We was numberless times rich, being rich. Numberless times very famous. Everything's, that's kind of we had already, but nothing to show now. Still we are balanced. Even human beings alive now. Sometimes we get the temporary samsara happiness by food, shelter, clothing, companies. We have, but those are very short time. Just like gluttony. Mostly it's time we have problem. Mentally, physically. Because we are the right place. This is not right place. So that's why we want just what we want, just like the empty thought for the others. Emphasize, we can say, or empty thought for the others. They want. So what temporary happiness if we make it for them, it's not good enough. changing. Then some sort of happiness just like changing. They need forever to be happiness. Unchangeable. We can, another word is unchangeable happiness. They want it. So then we wish for that. If I can do great for everybody, including enemies, even this lifetime being enemies. But this lifetime being enemies, but number of lifetimes my best friend. He or she did tremendous. Really, everything's for best and for us. They did. We don't remember this. If they did, should be remembered, not necessarily, because during the baby time, everybody is happy, very much loving, and everything is whatever they did. We don't remember that. Even during the one lifetime, baby, when we was baby, we don't remember now. So that's, if they are very kind to me, I don't remember. That's no good reason for that. So anyways, so now we wish for, I can make others for happiness, forever happiness. That means take to the great enlightenment place. Enlightenment and the great enlightenment is different. Sometimes using translators, using enlightenment. Enlightenment is just what do I call general. Great enlightenment, like Shavaka and Patika, they have enlightenment, yes, free from samsara. They have nirvana. So they have nirvana. Nirvana is enlightenment. But great enlightenment is only Buddhahood. So we must think about it. We wish to have great happiness, great what do I call? So anyways, wisdom. See, anyways, so we wishing for all others to take to great enlightenment. Yes, great enlightenment. For that we need to be, or we to have the great enlightenment for ourselves first, then happen to the others. Because if we don't have the power for to help to take to the great enlightenment place, then that's we good wishes, but nothing happened. That's why we try to ourselves become a being Buddha first, or being Buddha for the others. That's what I say. We to have the great enlightenment ourselves for the others. Why? Because then when we have great enlightenment for us, then we have power. One second, many millions, thousands emanations could make it to help to the others. Sound, any poem, everything they can do. So that's why we're wishing for great enlightenment for us, become a being Buddha for us, for the others. So now, last week we talked about the renunciation. It's very important things for we talk about suffering of low rounds. Suffering of low rounds. Suffering of low rounds means suffering of the hell beings, suffering of hungry ghosts, suffering of the animals. Those are three, the low rounds. Then human beings also suffer of human beings for different kind of measure. Birth, age, sickness, death. That's measure, general. Everybody have this one. That's a human beings place. Then God is around. We talk about they have tremendous changing suffering, and they also temporarily they have a good place, but that's not certain for them. Certain life for the in the God is around. They need to be come out because there's so many karmas. Just tremendous. We have millions karmas with us, I think. Because one day, many karmas we can make it, good or bad. So numberless life we had already. So during the numberless lifetime, we made numberless karmas. We made good or bad karmas, really. Then if you have like this karma, we're staying this. I told you, I hope you not forget. Those karmas, collection where? Storage of the karma, those karmas, your karma, not in general talking, we individually, my karma, your karmas. Those are just numberless lifetimes, each lifetime numberless karmas we made them. Those are with us. Even today, yes. Yes. Your karmas are how much you made good or bad karmas with you. Myself. So those are then, when we die from here, bodies will not be staying, burning or buried. Consciousness or karma not staying under the ground. No. No, really, it is not. Sometimes people, dead people, nice clothing, everything, ornament, everything put. What for that? Think about it, really it is. No useful. Just like those put ornament is just like a rock or something, unconsciousness object. Become a body, that is unconscious object. There are no person. See, there are no person. So, there are no person means there no consciousness left already. Just like unconscious, just like a rock, bodies become a rock. So, those karmas, where? Will not be burned, I said. You remember that? Will not be burned, the karma. Bodies burned, cannot be burned karma. Karmas are not staying with the body in the cup or something in the box. No. They're staying there, no. That means with consciousness. The storage of the karma is consciousness. With consciousness. Karma doesn't have the form. No, there's no form. Oh yeah, come. Yeah, okay. Take out this paper. Praise. So, okay, our consciousness moving, therefore karma comes with it. Our consciousness doesn't have the form. Never see your consciousness? No. Consciousness, you have consciousness, yes. You can thinking now. You can remember of the yesterdays also. With consciousness. Yesterday's consciousness is not today here. But remember of that also, yes. Yesterday's consciousness is not today. Why? Because of the changing. Example, when we are coming in this room, beginning, almost like half hours ago. But beginning, that person is not here now. It's gone. You see? Think about it, really think about it. But I think then when you think about this, okay, this morning one person, you killed the bird, that person is not now, but you should be killed of the bird, even now, this time. But bird, insects killed this morning. But this person now, you killed the insects. See, that's this need physical tremendous within the consciousness of how is the work action need to know. Because if not then like this morning's person's whatever the good things or bad things of this, that's if you evening that same persons, he said same person, it's not same person, but we are recognition of the same person. Actually momentary changing, momentary change. Momentary change is not completely doesn't change. You're not life changing, I think. Momentary change. Big example is like a river. Follow the river. When you see the river, always same river there, same. But each time river is falling, That's no. This time once, but first, second times river, there's no. 4, 5 second times there no, gone already. But you keep still. The stream of the rivers there. Also our consciousness. See, dream is like a connection or stream. Okay, see, that's with the consciousness. So anyways, those karmas are stored with the consciousness. So therefore consciousness move from here, this next life, or whatever goes, or those karmas. If we become animals, help beings, or whatever it does, those karmas come in. Enter the finished karma. Maybe result of the karma came already. That's has been result. Then does it come? And by practice, make it purified. Then those seed of karma those come. Well, those are what really it is consciousness. Our consciousness. You cannot see by eyes, physical eye. No. So, just like consciousness. So, anyways, now we have this. So now we need to think about it. So, all those last week is suffering of the 6 realms. We talk about it. Because those are we need to know, because we need or we want to free from all those. Free from the suffering, those first sufferings, and free from those causes of those sufferings. That's why we need to know. So that's it. Because this in, if doctor doesn't know the sickness of the cause of sickness, doctor cannot make the correct medicine. If they don't give the correct medicine, patient cannot make free from the sickness. You see, that's it. This is very important. That doctor very important need know the doctor sickness of patient. Just like that, we need to know we are having suffering. Came from where? What kind of suffering? Came from where? We need to know. Because we need to remove from that. Renounce means remove. Renounce. Renunciation. You understand renunciation? Remove. Renunciation. You see, renounce like this is, extremely filthy place. If you're robbing there, you don't want to stay there. Maybe few minutes you don't want it. I don't want here. That's that you renounce for that. This example. Renounce means big meaning. Renunciation, renounce, means tremendous. I don't want to be there. Because the suffering, we renunciation or renounce from the suffering, a cause of suffering, yes. I don't want any time suffering. Therefore, I want to renounce from the cause of suffering, yes. If I cannot free from cause of sufferings, then suffering is still coming. If you have some cause of suffering with you, they continually, Farmers like plants, Our consciousness is like a field of suffering, I think. To make more seed, if you put seed, then really it is. We don't want to make a field of suffering, We want a field of the knowledges, wisdom. Try to make ourselves. I think. So now, you see, it says, so renounce from all those, try to make samsara. If we renounce from samsara, then we wish to have the freedom. When we, bad place, we renounce from that. Then I want to go to a good place. If you renounce from the dirty place, I want to be clean place. Side of that, white or black, thinking. If you want I don't want this place, not so good, very bad. I want free from here and the opposite of that, good place, clean place. Same way. We thinking like this. There's the same ways. From the suffering and the cause of sufferings, to try to renounce from there, and I want to completely happiness place. That means, I need to go to happiness place. That means a freedom place. You see? Freedom place. Then we need to realize, just not only, we will not be. We will not to be happiness place by wishing or by praise. No, we need to make a cause of that. That means try to make reject negative actions. 10 virtuous actions, stop. If we did to purify, then don't make new one. If we purify negativities, today it do, tomorrow back to also making negative action, then always like this. Today try to make purify, then tomorrow back to making negative action, then another one, or like this. We don't want this one. Try to make, this is the example. If you want a clean clothes, dirty clothes, try to make a really new, fresh clothes. If you make dirty again, right away it's dirty again, then what do you think? Then another laundry. Then another one to make dirty, then another one laundry. So all the time like this, we don't want this one. Tighter. That's for that, try to make clean. So, morality, good morality, last Wednesday. Meditation, and then understanding of or realization of the impotence. Or those three great vehicles we need to practice. We need try to keep the morality, good moral. That means, I told already, I think I have not forgotten. Monks and nuns, we have tremendous response. But you need to keep morals we need to keep that one. But which we monks and nuns keep moral, that's not necessary to you. Some lots of things, no. But if you have one day's vows, then you need to keep also. Cannot break. So I think moral means in general is everybody need to 10 non-virtuous actions to make stop. If we did it many lifetimes, all those are things, but we try to make purify. That's one need. By try to make pure morality. Then with it, then also meditation. With concentration, meditation, we need meditation. Meditation of what different kinds, like actually individually ways, like antidote of the desires, like unbeautiful poems, and that's kind of when we design that poem is excellent, good quality, good thing. Looks everything's perfect thinking mind. That's why design. So, like the example, look, if you have attached to the car, very shining, very nice. If you have car, then you think about this. This car now, which you have, this is now temporary, but then you see rotten car, rusty, in the garage or maybe rubbish place. Think about this. Car will be like that, yes. If you have beautiful house, new house, but that is, then you think antidote about that. Long times made a house, and now almost pole part of the wall.
Falling down.
Yeah, falling down. Part of it. New house, just like that. One day. The people same thing. Beautiful now, maybe youthful, but look, every day changing. Every day, every month. Every week, every day, every month changing. Really. So you think about this. Then what is there? So then for anger, patience, maybe. Antidote of patience. You see patience. And also there is by meditation, by meditations, like counting, and breathing is counting. This kind of meditation is good for the anger. People say, when you have anger, take the shower, cold shower, I think. Maybe yes, because maybe, I don't know, but still more. When you came out, still back to like this, I think. By meditations, thinking, it's like impermanent, really it is. If I do anger now, this to my friends or others, but what useful? If I did now, then I made tremendous damage to others' mind, others' happiness. What's for this? Why do this? Really it is. Think about it. So ignorance, that's more important. By wisdom, try to make purify. Ignorance is the by wisdom. See, that's it. Wisdom is very simple wisdom, also even simple. Like a baby, Mary, 2 years baby, they cannot say ABCD. They don't know what it is. They have nothing to say. This A, B, to tell. Then they learn. That's kind of then ignorance, temporary ignorance, purified. they learn that. See, they later, this little sentence, this slowly, they more talk. Beginning talking only mum, papa, you see? Only beginning, this kind of. But then they learn, they hear. Hearing wisdom is very important. Even you deliberately don't speak to, teach to the children, but parents, what they saying, what kind of saying, always hear. Hearing wisdom comes, then one day, they can say by themselves. See? Really, these are very good example for us. Dharma is teaching now. One day, if you learn perfect, then one day, then yourself, you can understand. Not always, until become a being with us and always know with the teacher. Maybe it's a teacher, it's okay. And that's logically there is most specific. Yes, but roughly examples, okay. So all those, so anyways, antidote of ignorance. So that's Driga is wisdom. Because the self-existing thinking, which we are perceive everything, self-existing, solid, everything solid. It's not anything solid. It's not. Yes, it's a solid. This. But if we think about it, beginning, object, everything's small atom. Small atom also came this from the root, very little. So then part of everything, but then one become a poem, one big poem. See, that's it. Example, you think about our body, beginning not like this, from the parents. Even no bone and the blood or those things, we don't have them. But from the seed, very little. Then everything together, then become a person. Everything. So all those depending the things are how it's dependent. That's you need to know. When we think about that, then we understood about the things are not self-existing, existing by others, depending, or by causes. See? So that's how we do meditate. Then to get the wisdom, realization of impotence. Impotence means you think, they're nothing, everything. Or everything is nothing to make it not so good. That's nihilism. You drop down in the nihilism. So that's no opinion of the impotence. It's not. So which things are not existing and which things are existing, there are two differences. We need to know. Many people, they think, impotence, like this, nothing. I think, sorry. That's not the way like that. So, self-existing things are there, not existing. No self-existing I, there no nothing. Self-existing yourself, if you love each of your part of a body, if you think about it, not self-existing, existing with it, dependent. So that's the thing. So self-existing, they are no. We need to think about it. Is there self-existing? If you say you think yes, someone, then you think focus today. How? how it is existing. No. So that's it. With the consciousness or without consciousness, same way. Permanently object or impermanently object, same way. They are no self-existing. Nothing. So that's a kind of thing there. That is the antidote of the whole negativities. You see, one pill take care of the all sickness, just like that. Do you have that kind of? One medicine, liquid or pill, tablet, take care of all sickness of the knee, sickness of the head, sickness of the tummy, everything, One tablet can be take care of this? I think no, I don't think so. Maybe great nectar comes, I think. Great nectar, I think. So, wisdom nectar. Yeah, that's the thing. So anyways, so that's okay. So if we think about this, then with good morality, then with meditation, concentration, meditation with concentration. See, that's it. Or sometimes one point in meditation is not necessary. All meditations are one point meditation. You think so? No, not necessarily. That's why I said Sunday, meditation is two different kinds of analytical meditation and a one-point meditation. One-point meditation, then if you think about it, this is example only, like this. Only for this, one object. No moving around. Analytical meditation, there need to be how, all reason, how, why, See? This is one day will not be like this. Why? Because it's permanent object, impermanent object. Impermanent object, one day will be finished. Permanent object is and impermanent object is there's difference. See? So why? Because this is momentary changing. All those reasons kind of analytical meditation, we need to how, why, you see. Anyway, if you do like that, then we will have the free from samsara. Free from samsara. Free from samsara, you will not have anything suffering, pain or happiness. Everything's purified already goes up. Then state of peace, you have it. But still not good enough for yourself, and of course for the others. Mostly for the others. Only free from samsara, that's not good. It's not good, not enough for you, good enough for you. And for the others, of course not. If you become free from samsara, free from delusions, then you totally, distractions, they're nothing, anything, everything peaceful. State of peace. You have a state of peace. But that's enough for you? It's not. Because you have still illusions. Still have illusions. You need to go through that. You don't have the great enlightenment. You see, that's what. You have just enlightenment, but you don't have the great enlightenment. That means you are not widowhood yet. So even you have free from samsara and are free from delusions, you will not come back in the suffering place. Never. That's what you need to know also. nirvana or state of peace, if you be there, then you will not be reborn in the samsara. You never suffer again. It is not never suffer again. But that's not enough for you yourself. That's not enough for the others. So that's what now he says. Would you like to read that?
I believe if you achieve the state of Shravaka or Praktika Buddha.
Oh, that's chief means arhat, place, or nirvana, or free from samsara.
For your own sake, you have not even fulfilled your own needs and done virtually nothing for the sake of others.
Okay, that's the, you understand? I did explanation already. What is the page?
The page is 32 in the older book, and it's...
What page is it on the new book? Does anybody know? It's at the bottom of page 32 in the old book.
It's about the 5th page in either book. Day 1.
Does anybody know in the blue book what it is?
13.
No, that's not that one. The blue book that Lily has.
That's about the same page. Yeah. This one.
Alan, you don't have book?
I did not bring it with me, but I do have one.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good helping, you see? You don't have the book?
It's 15 in the blue book.
Okay. So, that means the Chavaka and Patikas are heartless. Mostly the self-freedom, we say, self, for themselves, freedom. But don't think, you need to think about this. They have self-freedom, but they don't do the action for the others. Yes, do. Yes, do. But not like Bodhisattva and not like, of course, Buddha's actions. They do action for others, yes. But then, chief means when you become a heart of the Shavaka and Patika, then that's not enough for you yourself, because you still have an illusion with you. Need to be destroyed or free from illusion. Also, positive, so you're not yet chief to the great nirvana, means Buddhahood. So you're not yet Buddha yet. So you not abandoned illusions. So that's why you need more to practice. Yes, go through. Then what they do? See, there's a reason is they say, is it? Because for yourself, not enough. Because you have more to response to need to take to have the more knowledges and also more negative ways. So you need to be more purified. One thing, and for others also, that you cannot completely to help to the others. You means ahat, Shavaka and Patika hearts, you know. So that's what I said. Therefore, would you like to read this?
This is because you have not yet abandoned some of the things you ought.
No, there's abandoned some of the things means what is this? You need no thing. What is thing? What is things then? Yeah, that's needed because maybe it's the explanation there.
Yes.
What say?
Such as obscurations to omniscience and the 4 causes of ignorance.
Do you understand? Four causes, yes, indeed. Four causes ignorance means those are the illusions. That's not the negative ignorance or delusions ignorance. We talked about already, I think. Those are core ignorance, but it's no illusion. No delusion, ignorance. So that's why I say ignorance and the delusions, four cases. It's ignorance, but it's no delusions. Both, neither, this kind of, you understand? Because you remember I told you already. Huh?
Camera negative.
No, basically. Yeah, that's right. But what is four? The four ignorance means those are not ignorant of delusions.
Not of delusions, because delusions.
Oh, see, it's not. Then what for those? Long time has been those arhats, Shavaka and Patika arhats, they don't know. 2 hours. Different kind of, all those far ways, place far ways. With everything's known. But there's if far ways, then they cannot to perceive. I say so. Okay, I tell you like this. One old man, you remember? Tied to one old man become when 60 years older, then he want to become a monk. He asked to the Shavakas, means Shavaka ahatism, Patika ahatis. Those are free from delusions already and free from samsara already. But they says to answer, you cannot become be monk because you don't have a seed of the tapachantu, means seed of the ahat, means revelation. Yes, you don't have it. So then he tried to suicide, means he wanted, this lifetime I cannot do, but I wish good wish, and in the future lifetime then I to be myself become a monk. That's why he tried to die by himself. Go up top of the tree. Then he think about good wish, or think about this heart says I don't have the seed of the liberation. So I'm lucky. I wish in the future life to be myself man. Almost in jumping, then beat there by the bottom of the tree. What are you doing, Paji? His name is Paji. What are you doing? And then he told his situation. Buddha said, yeah, you come down. You have a seed of the liberation. You have it. Then he come down. Then very happy. Then be the same. Long time, just tremendous eons gone. Almost like numerous eons gone. So he has an animal's life, like ant's life. And he's one day, by the stupa, by stupa like this, by stupa. Then that stupa there, one of the Buddhas relic in there, very very precious. So that's his life, ends life, and living with a dry horse dung, horse dung is the right ways, and then there's water goes around of the stupa. He's not that time before. He's not the horse dung is not in the water, but suddenly showers came, and all those waters raining, and also then he living with the horse dung. So horse dung circumambient of the Buddha's realm. That's a very, very tiny, seed. And also then, long time ago, the Arhat did see that. So that means the ignorance of the dukel means too long.
Great
You see?
distances? Great distances?
Great distance, okay, see. So that's it. So then, one thing. Then, here, Mangalpa means, Buddha has this Sharipa Mangalpa, Buddha's left side. There are two, you can see the circle of the Buddha. Each side of Buddha. This side, the right side, Sharipa, this side, Mangalpa. He is mother passed away. He Arhat already, so he want to see where is his reborn his mother. Where is he? Then he couldn't see that. Then asking Buddha. Buddha said, yes, way to the just tremendous universe, tremendous different kind of power. So that's why he did say he Arhat already, Shavaka Arhat already, but he couldn't see that. That's ignorance, but it's no delusion. Ignorance of the delusions is not. Why? Because if it is a delusion, must be those Arhatas should be abandoned. Yeah, should not have. See, that's it. Then the one with this knowledge, those Arhatas, Shavakapati Arhatas, never see how deep, how big, how deep. They couldn't see that. That's 3. The one thing like this. Then so many consciousness or unconscious objects, tremendous, always nebulous. So all those are, and also I say, the peacock has many different colors. Why? Generally, you can say eat the poisonous. When he eat poisonous, why not dying? What is the karma of that? Now, why this different colors comes? Poisonous. One poisonous giving the different colors. Why come? Those costs of all those. What is those? Very difficult to make sure. So Buddha, everything does not. So those are 4 ignorance means there's named ignorance because they don't see them. But that's why I say ignorance. But it's not ignorance of the delusions. It's not. You see, that's it. Then what is it?
It would be like having to wade across the same river twice.
That's what we said already there.
Mm-hmm. Although you may have achieved all steps up to arhatship.
That means you not go through the Shavaka and Patika's way first, then to Mahayana path. Don't way like that. Mm-hmm. Beginning, not going to the Shavaka and Patika's path, and started the Mahayana path. If you do, then good way for you. That's the example for that. If you go to Shavaka and Patikas, then one river 2 times cross each other, something like this, okay? Then, maybe say that, what's that?
You must then develop bodhicitta and train in the tasks of a child.
Wait a minute. So if you started from the Mahayana paths, then you don't need to go through the Hinayana path. From the Mahayana path, you see? Because of those knowledge of the Shavaka and Patika hearts from the these eight bhumis. Then all those level of those are from the Bodhisattva path. They have a result of that. Yes, tremendous abandoned also delusion that time already. So that's why I think you don't need to go through Shavaka, Patika, then Bodhisattvas. Don't do that. If you do like this, then just one river 2 times you walk, crossing, just like that. But if you beginning Mahayana path start, then much more quicker and much more easier. I think this simple language, I think, much easier than, see? Then what is it?
It says, and train in the tasks of a child of the victorious ones, right from the basics, starting at the Mahayana path of accumulation.
Oh yeah. Then?
It would be like entering a monastery and working your way up from being a kitchen hand to the abbot. Then on entering another monastery, you have to go back to working in the same kitchen again. Working in
Do you
the
understand
kitchen
this
again.
one? Example? These are examples. Just like a cross, one river 2 times cross, same meaning. Yeah, the different ways, but the example for the start of beginning Mahayana path start from there to go through this will be better. This is telling there.
Chandra Goman said in his letter to a disciple,
Tsenda Kome is a very great holy master. Tsenda Kome, Indian master. He is Tsenda Kome. Then what say?
they are like kinsmen stranded in samsara's ocean. They seem to have fallen into the ocean's rip. You don't recognize them, you ignore them. Due to birth, death, and leaving rebirths.
What Tsenda Kome, what say? What say Tsenda Kome? Tsenda Kome is a person, holy person.
This is a letter that he has written
What
to
say?
a disciple. A letter to a disciple.
Then what say?
They are like kinsmen stranded in samsara's ocean. They seem to have
This means what say?
family.
Huh?
A family.
Family, Then?
They seem to have fallen into the ocean's rip. You don't recognize
Oh, I
them.
see, yeah.
You ignore them.
I see, that's what we are doing. Really. Don't read now, just leave there. Really, we are doing. Our family, tremendous suffering sinking in the ocean. But we are singing, dancing, and everything, joy, everything, No pay attention for that. You don't, I don't. What do you think? Really? So sorry for this. Really it is. Even homeless people, we don't take notice, no. Really. Then also mostly the hell beings, day and night all the time, suffering. There no break time. Nothing really. Burning, hot place, 8 hot hells, burning. Like burning iron ground, a hot place, 8 different colors. 8 ones also different levels, 8. So more deeper is more suffering, double suffering than trouble. Put it down like this, feet burning, then put this one burning, this one way up, back to normal, because by bad karmas. So those kind of we really is hungry ghost, starvation, day or night all the time. Fire came out from the mouth, tremendous suffering like by starvation. Animals eating each other like this. And then those are really tremendous suffering. Those are each of the very dear for us. Yours, mine, yes. We cannot say this is not my dear. It was because he or she very bad for me. See, any of me, we think we are bad. They are very dear. They was. So then, oh, maybe there's some deeds, but I don't care. Maybe we think, no good. Somebody help yesterday, or somebody help today. Is what's the difference? Same. If heard, maybe last month, somebody heard, but today somebody said the same thing. Same. So that's kind of, I think we need to think about it. This means families are sinking in the ocean, but you are, don't take notice, and you not to think about this. Try to think about safe, That's all. That's very bad, really it is. Very bad. Like this, another more, like a member of the family, one family, burning in the fire. That's he or she burning, but if we just joking and everything's like this, side of that, what do you think? That person is a good person or bad person? What do you think? Bad person. We are bad, I think. You are a bad person, I think. We are doing that. Really. Very dear, but we don't think about it. So, I think that means all these are ideas. Everyone's like your families, but when they have suffering and pain and happiness, we need to think about to help for that. Without thinking, that's not so good. That's not taking. Now we continue.
Due to birth, death, and leaving rebirths, you would be beneath contempt if you freed but yourself.
See, you understand now? You see? Mm-hmm. That's meditation. If you do like this thing, really it is analytical meditation. These are analytical meditation. If you think about that, then you have really one time, two times, more, then real one day, then real. Your family is just like happening like this. Then we something to do. All the time maybe, tears come out because it's so condition of the other friends means all sentient beings. Then we should not be making negative actions also, because we wanted to help. If we make negative action by ourselves, that's all. Then we cannot take care by ourselves. Of course, cannot help to others.
You have said in the past that a Buddha cannot help a sentient being must help themselves. If Buddha could help, he would take everything.
Yeah, that doesn't mean. Once we say helps means we need to teaching. We cannot be the tank, cannot take away. You think sinking in the oceans is like physically thinking. That's not really. That's the idea. We give you the idea example. Take away from the ocean bodies and take to a place, good place. It's not. But by the idea, we helping by teaching.
So if you were striving for complete enlightenment and you achieve complete enlightenment with others.
Yeah. If you give teaching, then the generosity and everything you what teach, follow the sentient beings, then they have whatever they need, good things. Can get through the teachings. That's what I say. Like some other religions, oh, you don't need to do anything, somebody take care. No, that's kind of no happened. No, never. So they read it. So that's why I say, Buddha himself says, I cannot put my knowledge to you. I cannot take my hands, your negativities, I cannot wash by water. But the only way I help to the true nature of the teachings. So that's all we need. That method is very important. See? Then,
in other words, although we do not recognize each other as such,
the example is someone's relative sinking in the oceans. We need compassion to others for that. Example for it. Real understanding is by no poor compassion is, but compassion like with the attachment. If they're sinking family, they do something. So he is saying we need a compassion for everybody. See, that's loving kindness, okay? Then,
although we do not recognize each other as such, there is not one sentient being who has not been your mother. And just
what do you think? That's all. What say?
It says we do not recognize each other as such, but every sentient being has been our mother.
Oh yeah. Has been, I think should be okay. Tibetans ways, sentient beings, all sentient beings are my mother, you can say. But me English say with, then maybe now. Or make now. Now we have this lifetime only one mother. But has been. Everybody see? Eh?
Just as you have taken countless rebirths, you have had countless mothers.
Oh yeah, that's, you understand? We have countless life we had. So that's countless mothers.
And each time...
Now it's something to tell you, but maybe confused, I think you better this. When we rebirth, different kind of rebirths. Rebirth of egg rebirth, rebirth of the heat rebirth, rebirth of mother's womb, rebirth of spontaneous. So now he says rebirth of the like mother's womb, or egg also, egg. The womb and the spontaneous, that's not necessarily physical mother. So that's you need to understand, okay? Then.
So you have had countless mothers, and each time they were your mothers, the kindness they showed you was equal to the kindness shown by your present mother.
Yeah, that's you. I don't need explanation. You do. Same kindness, mother, all mothers, this lifetime mother, last lifetime mothers, all mothers, same kind of take care of you. You think? Yes? All mothers does? I think so. Sometimes they say that. Okay, I will tell you. Someone says, oh, maybe all mothers no kindness, no kind for children, because some mothers kill the children. They said that, they doubt from students. That's okay. They can ask questions. Yes, that's good. That's mother is not real mother there. They drunk, not by alcohol, maybe by alcohol, drug, or maybe drunk of the delusions. Yeah, delusions. So much delusions power comes, then much more worse than the drug or alcohol. So that's why not real mothers there. Mostly, that's the only very few, seldom, very seldom. Like day star of day. Do you know this one? Is there?
A daytime star.
Daytime star, there's here? Really? Did you see? Do you know daytime star can be seen sometimes? What do you think? When?
Have you seen it?
Very seldom.
Huh?
Have you seen it?
I think I didn't see it, but I'm thinking biologically. You think about it, you give answer, okay, really. How is your sharp mind you have it, thinking, you see?
We see the sun, it is a star.
No, star in the sense of the difference. If you say sun is star or star is sun, people say, scientists, they say, you're crazy.
Yeah. It's a difference of understanding because the sun is a star.
Okay. In the world, people, nobody says sun is star.
All Western scientists do say it.
All Western scientists.
Really? They say star?
Yes.
Sun is technically a star.
So, but
Nomenclature. It is the use of the word. It is nomenclature, the use of the word. Technically, it is a star. But what Geshe is saying is what we refer to as stars are.
No, maybe you Western say stars means like movie stars. The star means like that.
Good point, but it's not quite
the point is we don't see a faraway star in the daytime in the light of the sun.
Okay. Okay. Do you see that? I think sometimes clip the sun, always dark, like a dark sudden. That time you can see stars, is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I never see that, but I'm just thinking.
Very good.
Because the sunlight is not there. The stars in the sky. The sun normally we don't see it because the sunlight is make stop the seeing the stars. So I think, anyways, leave it. That's the problem. Doesn't matter. Read what's that?
Just as you have taken countless rebirths, you have had countless mothers. There is not the slightest difference between your present mother's kindness towards you and that of every sentient being.
Yeah? What's that?
It's saying that really all beings have been kind to us.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
So,
That's one student says, oh, not necessary because some mothers killed this child. Then what say? What do you tell? If they doubt it like this, let's say I say, well, that's very seldom. Like day stars, we start coming through that one. Day stars, but that mother is no real mother there. The alcohol means her mind is covered by delusions. Just like this, it's so clear. Normally, person is very fine. He very, very humble, very good, respect to the others. Well, then, when they have lots of drinking, then everything is, I am the best, I am everything high. Others are under me. Then they, like this, very bad words used to the others. They're fighting. Come to, wife, almost like beat or something like this, just like this. Oh, that's kind of. Normally he or she good, but that time don't like. Why? Because the real personality is the take away by alcohol, or try to make a cupboard. Don't remember. So it's the same way like this. You see. So everyone's also count. Okay, then?
However, some may feel all sentient beings are not my mother. If they were, I would recognize them as such, and I do not. But it is quite possible that many do not recognize their mother of this life.
That's true. Someone says, oh, no, I don't recognize this, but many child, they don't know that they are real mother. After the birth, separation from the mother, nobody knows. See? So maybe one lifetime cannot be known. So just that's no reason, good reason for, because everyone's should not be my mother because someone I don't know. That's no good reason, wrong reason. Okay. Then?
Mere non-recognition is not sufficient reason for someone not to be your mother.
What is the reason? Sufficient reason?
Not good enough reason.
Oh, that's a wrong reason. I think wrong reason. No enough, very weak reason. Then next one, okay.
There are others who might feel mothers of past lives belong to the past. It is inconsistent to say that they are still one's kind mothers. But the kindness mothers showed you in the past and the kindness your present mother shows you are not in the least bit different from each other.
Okay. Okay, now, then what is the next one? Finish?
The kindness is the same if you received a jewel from someone last year or one this year.
Okay, that's it. Read, continue. I said already. Mm-hmm. Yesterday someone good for you and today is good for you, same. Okay? Yeah.
The time of the deed does not alter the degree of kindness. Thus all sentient beings have been nothing but kind to you. How could you ignore these kind mothers of yours who have fallen into the ocean of samsara and work only for your own liberation? It would be like children singing and dancing on the shore when one of their close relatives, such as their mother, has fallen into the ocean's riptide.
That's what I said already, huh? There.
The rip is flowing out to the ocean and she calls out to them in terror, but they are completely oblivious to her. What could be more callous or contemptible? The currents in the ocean, as in
callous,
callous, hard,
okay.
Not feeling.
Solid?
Not feeling.
Not feeling well?
No, none. When you do not feel something because there is in your hand,
no kindness.
Feel.
No kindness.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, okay.
The currents in the oceans, as in the above quotation, are said to be whirlpools, and it is a most horrifying thing when a boat, coracle, and so on enters the maelstrom, for it is sure to be sucked in and perish. You now do not seem to have any relationship with all sentient beings, who in the analogy have fallen into these ocean currents of samsara.
Mm-hmm. I think almost now leaves there. Continue a little bit to read. Those are, we did explain it already, so then.
Mm-hmm. This is not so. All are your kind mothers, and you must repay their kindness. Mm-hmm. Giving food to the hungry, drink to the thirsty, wealth to the poor, etc., and satisfying their wants would repay some of them their kindness, but this would not really be of much benefit. The best way to repay their kindness is to cause them to have every happiness and to be without every kind of suffering. There is no better way to repay their kindness.
Mm-hmm. Then now we need repair with kindness. Then what kind of need to repair? Now say here, you know.
With these thoughts, you will come to feel, may these sentient beings have every form of happiness, which is the development of love. You also feel, may they be without every suffering, which is the development of compassion. You develop altruism when you feel the responsibility for carrying out these two has fallen on me.
Yeah, I think
I and I alone shall work for those ends.
oh yeah, now I think we live here today. So now you look at all those examples, just a few lines here. So if you got a chance, I do explanation briefly next time also. This I think should be okay. You understood this. Okay. In the ocean, what do you call like goes round like this? Or if you go through the boat or something, if you go in there, then what is sinking? Is it sinking there? We are like that, you know, not physically, in samsara.
Going around.
Yeah, huh? We are, you know, go in the samsara, ocean of samsara. From there also then, so we can, what is go in low rounds, yes. Anyway, now let's leave here tonight. So please, you think about it. I'm doing slowly, really it is. I want to finish it, I can't do, but slowly, because if not too much teaching and also try to make understand that someone should be more benefit. So really, think about it, okay? See, that's much we can. Really, it is. So now, all sentient beings, we learn any kind of sentient beings, old, young, even no human beings, within human beings. Some people like the rich, poor doesn't matter, handsome, no handsome doesn't matter. Try to learn equally. We try to really equally. Sometimes sickness people, or I'm sickness people, same thing. So try to make a closer, much more closer to the others. Others means physically we are not necessarily talk to them, each other, or visit each other, not necessarily. But from the mentally, try to make a equally close our mind with the others. Others' mind with close to us or not doesn't matter. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm doing like this, thinking, but they don't do this. Doesn't matter. What they do doesn't matter. We must, from our side, try to make equal thinking. This is very important things. So, because that's why all other sentient beings are very precious. Each of them. Mosquito is very precious for us. Really it is. Do you think so? Why? Huh?
They all want to be happy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Very important for me. Mosquito is very precious for me. Why?
It may have been your mother.
It comes here, then you're precious for me or not. Comes here, and then like this, no. Because this way, mosquito is precious for me. Because when we do great compassion meditation, both citta, need to be think about also include mosquito, all sentient beings. My old self become a being Buddha. related for the others. We need to take care of others. We're wishing for others to be free from samsara, free from delusion, illusions. We thinking myself become a being before the others. So my great compassion and bodhicitta's object of the all sentient beings, include the mosquito, include anyone, any. So that's why I think if we do one, I can't do compassion for everybody, but except mosquito, except such as this person, no good. It's no good. Because then our compassion is not great compassion. Great compassion's object is all sentient beings, everyone. We need to think about it, including enemies, strangers, everyone. Mosquito, I think, is stranger also. It's enemies, no. The strangers, all other gods around, everyone, so all those are strangers for us. No friend, no enemy. Within the people, most of the peoples are strangers. No enemy, no friends. All beings are all strangers. So that means friend, stranger, enemies, all sentient beings in there, everything in there. So that's why all those three try to make equal thoughts for all those three. So that's this big, really big word, is a big category. What do you call this?
Collection? Or you mean?
Yeah, this collection of these three. So all sentient beings are in their whole thing. So, okay, now I think we stop. Mm-hmm. Very good deed, really. We think for all sentient beings, which we did in action of Dharma. We are together. I did the explanation. You listen to the teaching of Dharma. By this merit, and all we wishing with the Dharma, long staying with the sentient beings, and also His Holiness Dalai Lama and the other masters, holder of the Dharma, to have a long life. All sentient beings who are the monks, lay people, whatever, who does the practice of the Buddha Dharma, accomplishment of that without obstacles. In this country and in other country, there will not happen bad things. All starvation, disease will not be happened. Everything is good fortunes coming in this world for the world people, all beings. We wishing for all sentient beings, free from delusions and illusions, and to become a great enlightenment of Buddhahood. Everyone to be there. So by which we did action of Dharma, we are together. Semchu Rambu Che Maje Bono Shejurti Sheba Nyam Bava Me Bavata Kone Kondo Pewer Shu Tonya Tawa Rambu Che Maje Bono Shejurti Sheba Nyam Bava Me Bavata Kone Kondo Pewer Kare Ravi Kurvi Kinkamatar Pendawa Dewa Malu Jungene Shere Zangwa Tenze Jaso Ye Chabe Sindhi Bado Tenjur Che Saye Beje Shui Meto Jamna Rul Yenye Jambande Sanje Kendo Mete Boye Rokuyanamda Kinla Shepar Shoy Edam Nanguru Renam Jalak Neadaya Amen. Honor. Not hard, is it? I'm not.